Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And today we're going to talk about Werewolves Within, a werewolf horror comedy slash murder mystery movie that recently came out earlier this year, and we both watched and had a blast with, so...
Just go watch it.
Just go watch it.
Just go watch it. Get your wish. All right, vlog over. All right.
Werewolves Within is hands down probably the funniest movie I've seen all year. I've seen some pretty good horror comedies, and I've seen some decent comedies, but this is definitely the movie that I laughed consistently the most.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a cut above.
100%. It has a really great conceit in its, like, almost Clue-esque murder mystery.
Yeah. It's based on a video game, a VR game of the same name.
That's right.
You know, but the movie it has the most in common with is Clue.
Yes, 100%.
You know?
It has a lot of Clue in it. It also has a lot of other horror comedies in it, but like Clue is definitely the big one. Like the colorful cast of characters that are all kind of assholes.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of a douchebag.
And half of the comedy comes from the bickering between them all.
Yeah.
You know, it definitely got that vibe. A little bit of Fargo, too. There's a little bit of Fargo in here, and that's mainly because of the location.
Because of the accents.
The accents and the location. So if a werewolf fucking comedy that has a little bit of Fargo and a lot of Clue in it sounds like your bag, then you should definitely rent this fucking thing first thing you can.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, the conceit of the plot is they're trapped in a house, and one of them's a werewolf. They got to figure out who it is.
Yep. Someone in this town in a snowstorm during a blackout, which the blackout 90% chance was caused by the werewolf.
Yeah.
And is killing them off one by one, 10 little Indian style.
Yeah.
And which one's which? Who's the werewolf?
Yeah. Is the werewolf even real? Or we just imagine it, man? I
love that element of the movie too, because there was a point halfway through this movie where I was convinced there was no werewolf.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was going to be like the Wolf of Snow Hollow.
Yeah, I had that same vibe for a second. You know, and the funny thing is, I was going to be okay with that if it turned out to be.
No, I was too. Although I gotta say, I was kind of hoping for a werewolf. And spoilers, I was not disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, there is a werewolf in this story.
I don't feel bad spoiling that because I feel like all the marketing material already did. So
yeah.
But we'll talk more about who the werewolf is and all that stuff in the spoiler section.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't remember their names, but the two leads in this movie,
you will never forget their faces.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're super great. The guy who plays the main sheriff,
I forget the name of the actor, but the way he stands out from the rest of the cast is that he's black.
Well, yeah.
The main protagonist is a black guy who's moved into this area to be the new, I forget, is he the new sheriff or the new park services guy?
I think he's the new sheriff.
Yeah, he essentially becomes the sheriff throughout the course of the movie.
It might be the park services guy. Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, I think he's like the park services guy, and like everyone's just like, oh, hey, how you doing, new ranger? Yeah. You know?
But, like, I really like him because he has this whole journey of his problem being he's too nice, but I really like where they go with it.
Yes.
I really like where they go with it.
Yes.
What I like about the movie is you have this interesting dynamic of this guy who's a city guy who comes and moves into this small town.
I forget where he's from, but it's like Baltimore or something.
Yeah. Comes and moves to this small town to be small town park ranger or small town sheriff, whichever it is. And he comes in with the kind of small town kindness that people always say small towns have.
Yeah, but he's a city dude.
But he has it, but the town doesn't.
Yes.
The town is just...
Oh, shit, you're right.
I
hadn't noticed that was a thing that the script was doing.
Yeah. Oh. He has that kind of niceness that like, stereotypically people refer to small towns as having, but he isn't from the small town.
Yeah, he's a very genuine, nice guy.
Meanwhile, everyone in this small town are all super uppity, super snooty.
Yeah.
And they all have...
Just assholes.
And they're all petty as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? Whether it be the gay couple that are the tech bros who decided to retire into the small town with all their billions of dollars.
Yeah. Oh, which, by the way, one of the tech bros is played by the guy that plays What We Do in the Shadows, a TV show.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. He played.
I forget the
Guillermo.
name. Guillermo, yes.
Guillermo on What We Do in the Shadows, and he's great in this movie. By the way.
No, he's
fucking
fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
So you have the two Tech Bros, gay couple, and it's awesome that they're a gay couple, but they are just snooty rich assholes.
Oh yeah. The whole idea was to do the yuppie style characters that you would have done in the yuppie couple that would have been like a staple in the 80s and 90s, but do it as a gay couple.
Yeah. Now they're the gay Silicon Valley couple.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the rich guy from the South who's come in to what was it?
He's building a pipeline.
Yeah. Build an oil pipeline, which the small town doesn't really want, but people get money from it. So
yeah, well, it's like half the small, as is usually the case. Part of the town wants it just because of money and jobs and the economy and American and apple pie and all that shit.
Yep.
And the other half is like, are you fucking kidding? Like this is a bad idea.
Yep. You have the libertarian on his own hunter guy who lives in this cabin and shoots anyone who gets near.
I don't even know if you can call him libertarian much as like a Grizzly Adams dude.
Yeah, I don't know what you would call him. He's the mountain man.
Yeah, he's the hermit out in the fucking wilds that nobody fucking deals
But he's very much the whole get your government off my property.
Yeah, get your government off my property. You'll take my gun when you fry my cold dead hands, you varmint.
You have the old lady who runs an inn, who is very nice and sweet, but you're kind of sure she may have killed her husband. You're not sure.
Yeah. You're not entirely sure.
It's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, that's one of the murders that they're not.
I think you do get an answer.
Yeah,
later
you
in the
do get
movie.
an answer, but like you are kind of like, aw. Did she let him die?
Yeah.
I don't think she murdered him, but did she just let him die?
And so you have this whole colorful cast of characters. You also have the male lady who is just this like bundle of ADHD energy. I don't know how else to describe.
That's pretty much it.
She's a bundle of ADHD energy, and she kind of has a thing for the sheriff / park ranger main character, but like also kind of like fucks with him a lot.
Yeah.
And like all these characters are assholes and kind of selfish, with the exception of the main character because he's decidedly not.
Yeah.
And you love them.
He's the only character is probably not the werewolf.
Well, here's the thing. Kind of. Because there is a point halfway through the movie where you're like, is it him?
Is he? Yeah.
Is it him?
Yeah, like, is the movie gonna pull a switcheroo on us?
Yeah. Yeah, and it would have worked either way.
The movie does keep you guessing the entire time through the werewolf.
As a murder mystery, I liked this a little bit better than The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Because as a murder mystery, this 100% has all the fucking like, oh shit, is it that? Oh no, that's a red herring. Oh shit, over here. Oh.
Yeah. This is a classic, like, kind of. This is. We mentioned Clue for a reason.
Yeah.
It's a classic whodunit. It's just that the whodunit is a werewolf.
And the actual answer, when we get to the spoilers, we'll tell you. But like the actual answer is really satisfying and works.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was really good.
So like as a murder mystery, I was super satisfied with this movie. I do believe there is a dog that dies in this movie. So I'm going to warn you about that right here.
I can't remember if that's the case, but it's the kind of movie where a dog would get
There's
killed.
the Fargo couple.
Oh, that's right.
The couple that like
That's right, but we don't see that dog die on screen.
We see it run off and then like
then it comes back and it's dead. Yeah. We don't actually watch the killing.
So like I don't think it'll be too traumatizing for anyone, but I just want to warn you anyway, just in case.
Yeah.
But like that's right. I completely forgot about the Fargo couple with the small town old lady who makes everyone little Christmas tree ornaments, but she's actually like really passive aggressive.
Oh yeah, she's like a passive aggressive fucking MAGA hat person.
Yeah. And her husband is like trying to cheat on her all the time.
Yep.
And wants
the only reason he hasn't cheated on anybody is there are no takers.
And wants to sleep with like the town mechanic, and the town mechanic and her boyfriend are like kind of like the white trash of the neighborhood.
Yep. Yeah, there's a huge cast of characters.
And they're all super entertaining, and even though they're assholes, there's some of them that you kind of like as assholes.
Yeah, like there's the thing about this movie is much like Clue. much like the movie Clue, the entertainment of this movie comes from watching these people do weird, unexpected things.
Yes.
Like, the actual plot only sort of matters. You know, like in Clue, it's like, one of them killed somebody. Like, that's the plot.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in this, it's like, somebody here's a werewolf killing somebody.
Yep.
That's the plot.
Yep.
You know? But the fun is just watching them interact with each other and, like, freak out and do really stupid things.
Oh, yeah, it gets like Tucker and Dale.
Oh, yeah,
stupid things. If any of you are fans of Tucker and Dale, there's some of that shit in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was half expecting, like, fucking Alan Tudyk to just show up out of nowhere.
I know.
You know?
So, I think I've exhausted everything I can say without spoiling it. So, this movie is currently available on various streaming platforms to rent. None of them have it for free right now, so you're going to have to rent the movie. I'm pretty sure this movie will be available on Blu-ray if it isn't already.
It should eventually, yeah.
So, check it out when you get a chance. I highly recommend it. And with that said, let us move on to the spoilers.
Man, there's a part of me that doesn't even want to spoil the movie just so
I
people
know.
get to
Okay.
the end.
Like, what part do you not want to spoil? Like, who the werewolf is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil who the werewolf is.
All right. In that case, let's not spoil who the werewolf is, but I will spoil some of the awesome twists and turns that happen throughout this movie, because, like we alluded to earlier, this movie gets a little Tucker and Dale-y, where characters start killing each other before the werewolf
does. Yeah. like the human beings in this story rack up a body count at least as high as the
Like,
werewolf.
legit, this movie feels like a great metaphor for America during the 2020 election.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Just where everyone's like got like almost like Cold War-esque paranoia, and they're all killing each other.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, but there's this really obvious major threat that's happening that no one can identify because no one shuts up.
Yep.
No one thinks about anyone but themselves, and just they won't stop fighting each other.
Yeah. You get some really cool red herrings where there's a point where someone like actually creates like a werewolf fucking glove. Like to like slash people and kill people and make it look like the werewolf did it. So you have people trying to get away with murder.
Yeah, using the werewolf as an excuse.
Yeah.
You know, like it just leads to one of the best moments of the movie, which is the main character going like, "What the fuck is wrong with everybody?"
Watching him slowly, like watching his niceness slowly chip away towards the end of the movie. But what I really like about it is that watching it chip away is very fucking satisfying, and then you get the point where he just loses his mind. But what I like about the movie is that the message of the movie, ultimately, when you get to the end of his journey, is not that he's too nice. It's that everyone else can fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, like, you get to the end of the movie, and he kind of just
Why is everyone so fucking mad that I'm a nice guy?
It's the way I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm nice. Fuck it. It's the way I am. If I'm supposed to be like someone else, I'm not gonna. He just like embraces his kindness and all that stuff. And I thought it was a nice twist because I totally thought it was going the direction where he was just gonna like.
Yeah, he was just gonna become the killer.
Yeah, he's just gonna become an
yeah.
asshole.
But like the other thing that I liked is, we will spoil one thing. There is one character that you probably guessed isn't the werewolf. So I'll just spoil it right here. He becomes friends with the old like Grizzly Adams guy in the fucking woods because that Grizzly Adams guy from the fucking woods is the one guy that gets the message.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be a good neighbor, like you said, like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Because the main character keeps citing Mr. Rogers to everybody. And, like, saying all these kind things and, like, love thy neighbor and all that stuff. And, like, the only guy who actually gets the message and, like, responds to it and actually shows up to be a good guy is the Grizzly Adams libertarian dude from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, no, it's fucking great because you're just sort of like, well, yeah, everyone else is a dickhole.
And it's not really a spoiler to tell you he's not the werewolf because he's kind of the first red herring.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know.
You know he's a red herring.
Once they point the finger at him, you know he's not going to be in it.
Yeah.
Because it's...
Yeah, and you still got, like, oh my god, how many characters to choose from? Jesus Christ.
And not only that, like, almost all of them become a red herring at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. Including the actual werewolf.
Yeah, the werewolf is a red herring early on in the movie. Like,
yeah, you just
which,
like... what?
That was a great piece of writing right there. They did a good job with that. And even the main character is a red herring at one point. Like,
yeah, like the only guy who's off the table is the wilderness survivalist dude.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, well, that'd be too easy for it to be him, so clearly it's not.
Oh, man. I love this movie.
Holy shit.
Definitely top 10 movies I've seen this year so far.
Definitely the best comedy I've seen this year.
Definitely in the top 10 for me. Like, maybe top 5 by the time the year's over. Who knows? But I fucking loved it. It's just... It's a fucking blast. It's a fucking blast.
Yeah. This is a movie that would be well at home up there with, like, Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, Tucker and Dale, some of the really good horror comedies. Like, 100%. 100%. Well, the one thing I will say about this movie is kind of like Shaun of the Dead. It has a lot of social commentary.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like Shaun of the Dead has a lot of, like, the humorous social commentary at the beginning where they're all, like, zombies, like on their phones. And stuff. This movie has a lot of, like, stuff like that, but probably even less subtle than Shaun of the Dead, to be honest.
Oh, no. The joy of this movie is how unsubtle it is.
Because of the fact that, like you do have characters that are just, like, straight up MAGA characters, and you have, like, characters that kind of represent various political factions, and you have the fact that it's a black guy at the center of it.
Yeah. They shave off all of the serial numbers so that it's not too dated.
Yeah.
But you know, like, this is a movie coming out in 2021.
Yep.
You know what they're fucking talking about.
100%. Like I found myself sitting there going, like, man, I'm really vibing with what this is putting out, because it feels like the last 4 years.
Oh, jeez, yeah. That's really what it is. It really is, like, the story itself is really like a metaphor for the Trump era.
Yep. Kind of like how The Thing was a great metaphor for the Cold War era.
Yeah, and They Live was Reaganomics.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
2 of those are John Carpenter. If you don't know who John Carpenter is, you are a sad, deprived person, and you need to change this.
Well, the great thing about John Carpenter is that all his movies, even the movies you don't expect, all have some level of social commentary.
Oh, yeah, even like Ghosts of Mars.
Yeah, even Ghosts of Mars does.
You know?
It's true. It's a redonkulous movie, and not one of his best, but it does.
But yeah.
You know?
Actually, real quick, I just gotta ask, what do you think is better, Prince of Darkness or Ghosts of Mars?
Probably Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, I
think Prince of Darkness is a legit good movie. It's just, like, vastly overshadowed by a lot of his movies.
Yeah, because it touches on some of the same stuff that some of the other movies does, and so I think a lot of people forget it. Also, it's a little bit more understated and contained than John Carpenter films tend to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also just flat out weird.
Yeah.
You know, the way they treat Satan in that movie is, like, the most unique way I've ever seen Satan done.
Yeah, it's like, what's Satan? Water. Liquid. What?
And also the time travel, interdimensional stuff, like as
yeah. That just sort of like, you're like, wait. How is this? It's like, no, we're getting messages from the future after the apocalypse happened.
Yeah.
You're like, how? How are we getting this?
It's weird.
Yeah. Prince of Darkness is weird.
But I love that movie. I love that
movie.
I do. I think it's one of his more underrated movies. And it has Alice Cooper.
It does.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper. It's one of the other movies that the main supporting character of Big Trouble in Little China is in.
True. That's also true. So I feel like now that we've started diverging to talk about other movies, that means we probably said everything we need to say.
Probably said everything we need to say about Werewolves Within.
I understand that the spoiler section didn't do any of the major spoilers, but to be fair, I think you should all experience that for yourselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should go into this movie and watch it and just be like, I don't know who the werewolf is, because, like, it's actually really kind of tertiary to the actual movie itself. Yeah. It's like, the plot.
This movie does have a werewolf, but even if it didn't, it would still be a great movie.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. The werewolf reveal, however, is kind of what puts the movie over the top.
Oh God. Oh my, the entire speech that happens with that too is just...
Yeah, oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, no. It's like they packed in a whole bunch of good things into that parlor scene.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't know, the parlor scene is the scene in a mystery where they go, and this is how it all happened.
Yep.
So that parlor scene is packed full of just the unexpected.
And like a whole lot of chickens, a whole lot of eggs that were laid at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
All come to roost there.
Yeah. A lot of foreshadowing that you didn't realize was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Fucking pays off in that scene.
Absolutely. And it's mwah, perfect. And with that said, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
Oh, you can find me on Twitch at Count_Jackula, where I stream twice a week on Thursdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm probably going to be adding another day fairly soon. Just haven't figured out which yet. And you can also find me on Instagram at Satanic Jackula. And if you come and watch one of my streams, please feel free to tweet it out because I have last access to my authenticator phone.
Yep. He does not have access to his Twitter account right now because of this. So if you can all do the tweeting out for him when his streams go up, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, like I'm willing to say this is a shared responsibility, but I already contacted Twitter and was like, "Hey, I lost the authenticator phone.
What can I do?
What do I do now?" And they're like, "Well, you can use your authenticator phone. I'm gonna kill you.
Son of a bitch!
I am gonna kill you." I like that was the response I got. That was the email they sent me.
Motherfuckers.
Like, holy shit, man.
That's the problem with automated responses, I swear. I swear.
Yeah. Like, because, like, I mean, I can't, it's hard to be mad at the computer because, like, it doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
You know? It's just a series of if-then statements. Like, but, like, the fact that there isn't a human being, and I understand, all right, I understand that Twitter deals in such high volume that it's really hard to put people behind it. But here's what I'm gonna say. If it's such high volume that human beings can't handle it, maybe you ought to figure something else out.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't need to be in business.
Fair enough. My life would probably be a lot better without Twitter, even though I have had some good things happen to me because of Twitter.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword, but you go.
Okay.
Identification.
Y'all know me. I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook. Just look up the Horror Guru or Blood Splattered Cinema. I'll be there. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you would like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way. And if you made it this far into the goddamn vlog, then I want you to put in the comment section below hashtag
nice guy.
Hashtag nice guy. Hashtag nice guy. That way I know that you watched this vlog all the way through, and that makes me happy. So comment with hashtag nice guy below. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, we just did 3 vlogs in a row. I'm gonna go rest my voice, and we're gonna go see the Green Knight. So peace out.
You know the real werewolf within is, right?
What?
Fucking Twitter.
Oh, shit, you're right. Ow!
I'd howl, but I can't find my phone.